Vampires. They've been everywhere, but they haven't been in a game. At least not since I've been doing this show, and all history does warp around it, so there's never been a video game about vampires. Wow, that's weird. If it is true, and it is, then by God, we are due for a game about vampires, featuring vampires, starring vampires. Give them their turn in the spotlight, and then immediately swing it away from their fragile skin. Don't Nod Entertainment is doing just that. While working on Life is Strange, a game about teens in Oregon State, they discovered a vital piece of Pacific Northwest lore, the desire for Vampyre. They took that feeling to England and back in time like 100 years, and now we have this game. Today on SEO Play, Vampyre. Is Vampyre multiplayer? No. Is Vampyre open world? The 1918 Spanish flu-stricken London of Vampyre is composed of 4 linked districts, each of which you can utterly destroy. They're full of people, and some of the people have delicious blood. Some of them have pretty shitty blood and are shitty people, but you're making moral choices, and sometimes you have to choose to eat a person with shitty blood so that you can level up a little bit, instead of eating the good blood and leveling up a lot. That's just a little deep dive into the game mechanics of Vampyre, which is semi-open world. Is Vampyrism aura worth it? This, I gather, will be the great moral question at the heart of the game. Do the mystical powers granted by your Vampyrism justify the horrible, horrible murders you might commit? Are you man or monster? Do some people just deserve to be killed by vampires? Maybe. To actually state the plot, it's about a doctor who becomes a vampire. Think on that. A man sworn to protect and a fiend sworn to destroy. Yes, Jonathan Reed is more than just an extremely good beard attached to a pallid man who could die any second. He's a morally complicated being, and in this early teaser art, he didn't even have a beard. So is his vampirism aura worth it? I leave it to you to discover on... Oh, it's been delayed to 2018? We're talking about it on my show where I talk about new games that come out every week. Okay. Vampyre is real. As real as you or I. Or maybe just you. Yes, as real as you may or may not be, my friend. A delayed game is always a promise that exists in the veil. It is not real here. It is not real now. But it may be real later, and though it is real late, we may yet be real to see it. Vampyre is N letters. Six. Vampyre. Where are the vampires? The vampires, in this case, are in shitty old London town. In 1918, there was this thing called World War I, and it sucked ass. The game is set after the resolution of World War I, when London was continuing a 1,000-year tradition of being a festering hellhole full of diseases. So that's where the vampires are. Some vampires suck. No. All vampires suck. But some vampires are just like super bad, and some other vampires get to make cool moral choices and hold the balance of life and death in their hands. Do vampires really exist? That's all for this week. See you next week when I talk about something.